Good evening folks, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd do a bit of an update. So I'm thinking about harvesting my onions, but I'm not quite sure whether I should leave them for a day or two to dry out, because we're expecting some more warm weather. Excuse the weeds, but they're going to be coming up the next few days, so I'll not need to really weed again. And also I want to get into take these raspberries out, because the bindweed's really hard to control inside the raspberries. We're trying to keep up with everything else, and it's now spreading out into my tomatoes. There was a new plot that was really overgrown, so there has been a lot to concentrate on. Right, other than that, we'll just have a wee tour run. So with this nice weather, as you can see, my sweet corn has really taken off. So hopefully we'll get some. Never grew sweet corn before. And I also put a pumpkin in just there, so that's making good progress as well. The idea with that was sort of to spread out throughout the corn and maybe help suppress weeds, which there's a few in there, but I mean there's nothing major. Half an hour in there will take care of that. The cabbages, I'll probably have a better look at them at the weekend. Might get them out. I'm not too sure how well they're supposed to heart up, but it was a pack of multi-seeds that I got out of, I think it was Home Bargains for 99p, so I've definitely had my 99p's worth of other stuff. So the cabbages, it was beetroot, carrots, purple sprouting broccoli, it was onion seeds in there, which I didn't use, it was turnip seeds, which I didn't use, spring onions, which I've not really had much success with. The handful of onion sets that are fun in the back of my car, they're coming on. I'm not going to probably amount to much in there, but I just threw them in and let's see what happens with them. My runner beans, I'm reasonably happy with them. I think this was my second attempt. Okay, that side of the archway is not really took off too well. If you look at this side, it's pretty good gone. They've sort of caught up. These tomatoes, I think they're beefsteak tomatoes. I've actually started sort of taking the tops out of these, just so as the energy goes to the tomatoes, more than making the plants any bigger. Because the last thing I want to do is get blight and lose everything. So there's a fair few coming on there. The cabbages underneath here, to be honest, I've just let them go on with it. They were in the multi-pack of seeds as well. They don't come to anything, I'm not too fussed. I just put them in because I had them. This lot of peas, just waiting a few fattening up. I'd let a few go to dry out on the pods, so I've saved them for next year. Obviously for planting, they're Kelvedon Wonders. And these two tomato plants and this cucumber plant, especially tomato plants, that's doing better than the ones in the polytunnel, and the other ones. They're money maker, the same as the ones in the polytunnel, but really healthy. So I've took the tops out of these, just so you can see, just to let them. I think there's about 3, 4, 5 trusses in each one, so that's going to be more than enough. Just let the energy go to the fruits. Hopefully that'll ripen up before, as I say, we get any signs of blight. Carrots still ticking along, leaving them for a bit yet, see what comes out of them. Lemon balm, that's really came well. A bit of weed there while I'm talking, get rid of that. pond. Obviously the big plan for that is to get frogs spawn in. I'll not be able to do that to about January, Feb, and then hopefully we'll get some we'll get some frogs hopping around, which will help with the slugs when they come out. This bit here, that's just been a bit of a mess. That rosemary's, yeah, okay I suppose. I need to, you know, I've not managed to get as much done this year, but then I've only really been at it for about probably five months, so I think in all honesty I've done okay. Compost bin filling up. I've got this late crop of peas that I put in, which I'm guarding at all costs against the slugs and whatever. So once that gets a bit bigger, I'll take the mesh off with the netting. Then here, so I've got this borage that's comfrey, that's done amazingly well. I've scattered a few borage seeds, which is these ones here. They've come up absolutely fantastic. The bees like them. And then the nasturtiums I planted, they're now coming pretty good. So I'm really pleased with that. The leeks that were weren't much of a success. I've stuck with only 3 that actually came to in there. So again, that was in my multi-seed for home bargains. So 3 leeks, if I get 3 leeks out of that for 99p, I've got my money back. But as I say, I've had other things as well. Lettuce is growing away. Don't know if that's going to seed or not. And that was that one over there. Nasturtiums, they're coming good. I've been collecting the seeds off at them, which, in case you're not aware, it's these things here. Then they'll self-seed, but then you can choose to plant them wherever you want. The cooking apples, they're swelling up, good, yeah, really good. So we look in the polytunnel. As you can see, these are all money makers that I grew for seed. First time ever ground tomatoes for seed, which I was really chuffed about, because well, they're starting to bear fruit. And again, I've sort of I pinched the tops out of these ones across here, because they'll really get as many trusses on as I want. Even though I've got a plan, and I'll do a video about preserving tomatoes and garlic, olive oil, onions, and then freezing them up, because tomatoes is something I use a lot in cooking. But we'll probably get that up near the end when I'm actually picking tomatoes. Cucumber plant down there, I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's still alive, but as you can see, it's tiny. This one is market more, the same as the one outside. It's starting to produce, and you can see that there. And obviously the amount of flowers that's on it. So that's been an amazing success. Garlic's still drying away. So I think that's more or less covered everything. With regards to picking the onions, I'm not too sure, because I think there's no proper rain forecast for our week in this area. So I don't know if it'd be better just to leave them in the ground a bit more, and a bit longer, and try and catch them before we get rain. So obviously the theory is let them dry out, and they might, you know, obviously fatten up a bit more, but I don't know. If anybody's got any opinions on that, perhaps you could comment below and just tell me what you would do, which is useful. Obviously sharing ideas and experiences is what it's all about. On my hollyhock, I'll just show you that. This was this was a weed. Well, I thought it was a weed. I was going to take it out, but as you can see, it wasn't even planned, but there's some bindweed took to it, and it's actually attached it to my flagpole. That's stability for the wind. I could lie and say that was the master plan, but it wasn't. And as you can see, that's looking really nice. So on that note, as always, if you could like, subscribe, share, I'd really appreciate it, because it helps with the algorithms, and it obviously helps my channel. And it's always good to share experiences, ideas. Nice to see what other people are doing. So anyway, folks, have a good what day are we? Have a good Tuesday, and I hope you have a good rest of the week, and I'll hopefully get something up in the next week or so. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.